Okay, friends and neighbors, we're back with Princess, the D69U, which has been sitting here for about 30 years, and nobody knows whether it worked when it was parked or it was dragged here. So now we've got the gas turned on, we got the magneto hooked up, and we're going to give this thing a few pulls and see if the Lord is with us.
Your oil pressure line is open.
Oh, fuck. I have to connect the oil pressure gauge. Okay, we had forgotten to hook up the oil pressure gauge, which was probably made a mess in the neighborhood if the diesel starts. But we have to watch for oil pressure anyway while we're cranking it to make sure we've got oil pressure before we release the compression release. We're also, in the process, we're going to have to, get that small crescent wrench. I'm going to need that to bleed the filters. We're going to have to bleed the fuel system, most likely, because it was completely empty. And if they ran it completely empty, drove it till it stopped, that means the fuel pump and the injectors are all dry. So I'm going to give it some choke right now. Pull this thing through.
Small crescent right here.
And I'm going to pull the choke part way off. unfortunately, I'm going to have to bleed the injectors, and I can't get to them with the hood on there. So that's easy. We can just, you know, get it off, because I have to have it running in order to bleed the injectors, and there's no way I can get a wrench in there without getting the hood off. So we've got fuel through the filter, we got fuel through the injection pump, but we've got air in the injection lines that go to, they call them fuel nozzles. They're not actually injectors, they are fuel nozzles, because the pressure is created at the pump. So we're going to remove the hood, and then we're going to fire this thing up again, and we're going to bleed those injectors at the fittings. So don't go away mad. You guys hang loose for a while. Okay, we have put the hood in a position and strapped it down to the point I can reach those injectors. The book just says bleed them at the pump. Well, it doesn't say a fucking thing about bleeding them at the injectors. Nozzles, I'm sorry, Mr. Caterpillar. Fuel nozzles. So this starting engine is hotter than Billy be damned. And I don't know if it's going to want to run or not. You know, sometimes when you get a gas engine hot, it gets pretty goddamn hard to deal with. So, right now, I'm going to get this starting engine going again. I'm going to get this thing turning over with the compression release on, crack all these injectors until I get fuel to them, and then I'm going to hit the compression release, flip it off, and see if the thing will start pumping fuel. First, I'm going to pull it with no choke. 30 some odd years and nobody's touched it.